Hi, and welcome back to another Harry's Hobbies video. And today, as you can see, I've added some bushes and some grasses along this upper fence line. I haven't added a whole lot of grasses along this fence line yet, although I have added some of the bushes. But what I'm going to show you is, more specifically, I get it turned around here a little bit better, are these right here. And I've got one over here as well. And those are kind of scrubby little trees that are hanging out. And how I go about doing that is, we have foxtails or cattails, whatever you want to call them. I can't think of the actual name growing around here. Pretty close to just standing water. And they start looking about like this. And you can see that that's quite loose. So first off, I make sure that they're quite dry before you try to use them. And in the winter time, that's pretty easy because they're pretty much dormant. And then I start by taking them and making them stiff by using, in this case I used a clear flat spray to harden them up just a little bit. And how I go about installing these, again, this is another simple process. It shouldn't cause you too much disdain when building anything. And I'm going to add another tree right in here. So what we want to do is we want to try to get them as much as you feel is going to look right. So I simply pull off a good sized chunk of what you want to use. And I don't think I want to use that big of a piece right there. I'm going to pull that off and set it off to the side. Then we're going to see how this looks. And we've got a bunch off the bottom here. And again, like I said, this is pretty easy to do. I just trim a little bit of that off. And then we take another small measurement again. Make sure it's going to fit and maybe look a little right. I don't think that one's sticking up a little too high. So we're going to take that one off. Okay, now I've got a pretty good sized piece to go in there. Oh, and one thing about using this stuff, I read online where this is like bad for dogs and cats. I've never seen a dog eat the damn things, but just keep it away from your animals. As with most of your modeling stuff, is probably not good for them to eat anyway, so those of us that have those of us that have animals, I said models, didn't I? So, next step, I'm going to take and I'm just going to simply push a hole into the foam board where I'm going to put this piece in. Just like so. And then we're going to test it again before I put the glue in and make sure it's going to fit like I want. And then here we are back with the hot glue once again. I'm going to fill that hole with a fair amount of the hot glue. And then I'm going to place this piece right into that hole. And don't worry if you, like in this case, I got a little bit on my finger. Don't worry about that. Nature's not perfect, neither are you. And there we have one fake tree in place that was added pretty simply. You can see this down there. Now later on, this will get an overspray of a dull coat, and that will serve the purpose of stiffening these up even more, and it'll hold them in place a little bit more solid, because I'm not even close to that stage yet, and that'll be down the road. I'll probably add a few more. Well, I tell you what, you know what? Let's just go ahead and do that right now. We'll just add another one here, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use the couple of pieces that I took off a few minutes ago, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to snip them. I think I'm going to put it right in here. And again, we take our just paintbrush and we press a little hole into the foam. I'm going to make it a little bit wider. And once again, we use the hot glue. And we take this and we force it down into that hole that we just left. And we give it time to set up so that it stands up straight. And then you can go back later after the hot glue dries and pull off the loose pieces. And just that quick, we've added another one. It doesn't really take too long to do this. And the nice thing about this, one of the nice things, is that if you're driving along the road and you see them, as long as it's not on private property, just stop alongside the road, go out and snip a few. I cut 4 of these pieces off, and there's enough there that's going to go a long, long way. Just this one, and I've got 3 more that are similar in size, and that's pretty good size. So I think that's it for this video. I'll be doing more as things progress. Thanks for watching.